If you are turning 65 soon, your mailbox is probably exploding. Every single day, you get piles of flyers from insurance companies featuring smiling seniors playing pickleball or walking on the beach. They all scream at you. Pick Plan G. $0 premium. Free gym membership. It is an alphabet soup of confusion designed to overwhelm you. Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D. It never ends. And here is the scary part that those flyers don't tell you. Medicare is not a try it and see system. If you pick the wrong path during your initial enrollment period, you might be stuck with it forever. Or worse, you could face a lifetime penalty fee added to your premiums every single month for the rest of your life. I have seen retirees lose thousands of dollars in their first year simply because they checked the wrong box on a government form. Hi, I am Thomas Wright. In today's video, I am going to do the impossible. I am going to explain the entire Medicare system in plain English in under 12 minutes. We will break down the 2025 costs, compare the two main paths you can take, and reveal the massive IRMAA tax surcharge that high earners need to watch out for. By the end of this video, you will have the confidence to shred those junk mail flyers and know exactly which card belongs in your wallet. Let's clear up the confusion right now. First, let's build the foundation. This is what we call Original Medicare, provided by the federal government. It is the red, white, and blue card. It has two main parts, A and B. Think of Part A as hospital insurance. This covers you when you are officially admitted to a hospital as an inpatient. It also covers skilled nursing facilities and hospice care. For most Americans who worked at least 10 years and paid Medicare taxes, Part A is premium-free. You do not pay a monthly bill for it. However, premium-free does not mean cost-free. If you go to the hospital in 2025, you are projected to pay a deductible of over $1,632 just to walk in the door. And here is the catch. That deductible is not an annual one. It is per benefit period. That means if you go to the hospital in January, pay the deductible, get out, and then go back in April, you pay that massive deductible again. Then there is Part B. Think of B as medical insurance. This covers everything that happens outside of an overnight hospital stay. Doctor's visits, outpatient surgeries, lab tests, MRIs, and durable medical equipment like wheelchairs. Unlike Part A, Part B is not free. In 2025, the standard monthly premium is projected to rise to nearly $185. This money usually comes straight out of your Social Security check. But here is the most dangerous part of Original Medicare, the 20% gap. Medicare Part B only covers 80% of your approved medical costs. You are responsible for the remaining 20%. And unlike private insurance, there is no cap on that 20%. No maximum out-of-pocket. If you have a $100,000 heart surgery, you owe $20,000. If you need chemotherapy that costs $500,000, you owe $100,000. That unlimited 20% risk is why you cannot rely on Original Medicare alone. It is financial suicide. You need additional coverage. This brings us to the most critical decision of your retirement. I call this the fork in the road. To cover that dangerous 20% gap, you have two distinct paths. You cannot choose both. You must pick one. Path number one is Medicare Supplement, also known as Medigap. Think of this as the pay now model. You pay a higher monthly premium to a private insurance company, usually between $100 to $200 a month, depending on your age and zip code. In exchange, this plan pays that 20% gap for you. The most popular plan is Plan G. With Plan G, your only out-of-pocket cost for the entire year is a small Part B deductible, which is around $240. Once you pay that, Plan G pays 100% of your Medicare-approved medical bills. The biggest benefit? Freedom. You can see any doctor, any specialist, at any hospital in the United States that accepts Medicare. No networks, no referrals. If you want to see the best cancer specialist at the Mayo Clinic, you just make an appointment and go. Path number 2 is Medicare Advantage, also known as Part C. Think of this as the pay later model. These are the plans you see advertised on TV with Joe Namath. Many of these plans have a $0 monthly premium. Sounds great, right? But in exchange, the government pays a private insurance company to manage your care. You effectively leave original Medicare and enter a private network, usually an HMO or PPO. This means you must use their doctors. You often need prior authorization for procedures. And while the premium is low, you will pay co-pays for almost everything you do. Ambulance rides, x-rays, hospital stays, until you hit a maximum out-of-pocket limit, which can be up to nearly $9,000 a year. It is cheaper if you are healthy, but can be much more expensive and restrictive if you get sick. Now, before we move on, I need to speak to the high-income earners for a moment. If you have done a good job saving for retirement, Uncle Sam has a nasty surprise for you called IRMAA. This stands for Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. Basically, if your income is above a certain threshold, the government thinks you are too rich to pay the standard Part B premium. Here is the kicker. They look at your tax return from 2 years ago. So, for 2025 premiums, they are looking at your 2023 tax return. If you are an individual earning over roughly $103,000, or a couple earning over $206,000, you will pay extra. This surcharge can range from an extra $70 a month all the way up to an extra $400 a month per person. This catches many retirees off guard when they sell a house or do a large Roth conversion. If your income has dropped since you retired, you can file an appeal form called SSA 44 to get this reduced. Do not forget that form number. Now, let's talk about Part D. D stands for drugs. Whether you choose a supplement or an Advantage plan, you need prescription drug coverage. And I have some massive breaking news for 2025. Under the Inflation Reduction Act, starting January 1st, 2025, there is a new $2,000 hard cap on out-of-pocket prescription costs. This is a game changer for seniors on expensive medications like cancer drugs or insulin. In previous years, you could fall into the dreaded donut hole and pay thousands more. But starting in 2025, once you have paid $2,000 out of your own pocket for covered drugs, you pay zero for the rest of the year. However, there is a downside. Because insurance companies are taking on more risk, we expect monthly premiums for Part D plans to rise significantly. This makes shopping your plan during open enrollment more important than ever before. Do not just auto-renew your old plan. A common question I get is, Thomas, I am 65, but I am still working and have health insurance from my job. Do I need to sign up? The answer is, it depends on the size of your company. If your company has 20 or more employees, your employer insurance is considered primary. You can likely delay Part B and Part D without penalty. But if your company has fewer than 20 employees, Medicare is primary. You must sign up for Part A and B, or your workplace insurance might refuse to pay your claims, leaving you with the entire bill. This leads me to the lifetime penalty trap. If you do not sign up when you are first eligible, and you don't have creditable coverage from an employer, Uncle Sam will punish you. For Part B, the penalty is an extra 10% on your premium for every full 12-month period you delayed. For Part D, it is 1% of the national base premium for every month you waited. And these aren't one-time fees. These penalties are added to your monthly bill forever. I have seen clients paying double for their insurance simply because they missed a deadline. Mark your 65th birthday on the calendar and start the process 3 months early. Medicare is complex, but here is the summary. If you value freedom, hate networks, and want predictable costs, look at Original Medicare Plus Supplement Plan, G. If you are strictly budget conscious and don't mind getting referrals or staying in a network, look at a Medicare Advantage plan. Remember, I am an educator, not an insurance agent selling you a specific plan. My goal is to protect your wealth from unexpected medical bills. If this video helped clarify the alphabet soup, please hit the like button and subscribe. We are building a community of smart retirees here. I am Thomas Wright. Here is to your health and your wealth. See you in the next video.